I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party 1 o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, the only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On 1, ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And some room to work. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
In motion to tight end. Off-play action. Pickett. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it here with McAllister. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, fourth rushing touchdown on the campaign, number 7 overall. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off the touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
11 mighty.
They go play action with Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Burrow on play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Boston, the man in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in. 1st down. 19 yards that time for number 19. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pickett sets up play action. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
11 MT.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 30 on second down. Pickett, he's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. First down. Here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 1, ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On one, ready?
Play action. It's Burrow. Being chased out left. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Bengals at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And they only scored 7 points in their last game, and that's absolutely not going to cut it in the NFL because points, they have to be scored in order to win. They've got to find a way to generate some more offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
A 52-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Taken down at the 42.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Again, it's Harris on second down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Austin, the man in motion left. Pickett to throw on first down. Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, 47 yards. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
11 mighty.
Now Burrow on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
11 MP, hey, 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Griffin. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go. 11. 12.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
12.
To the air again, Burrow. Flushed out right. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
11, Palmer.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. 30. 10. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Off play action. Pickett. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead, and a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Robert Spillane able to bring him down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Running right, here's McAllister. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Following the fumble recovery, Pickett. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. On the give, this is Harris. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking to throw, Pickett. That swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
12. 11-90. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Here we go. 11. 11 MT pace. 11 MT pace.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Again, that's Hurst.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
12. 11 MT. Hey, we gotta go score.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And Burrow going to throw again.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Pickett sets up play action. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
He gets it complete to Harris. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To try again after the sack. Burrow escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hunter
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. In motion left comes Brown. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Pickett, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. In motion right is Austin. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point now by Boswell. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bengals 20. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Flush to his right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Burrow on play action. They'll roll him out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
11.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Here we go. Here we go. Come back team. Come back team.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Here's Griffin on the catch. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Play action. It's Burrow. And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely.